a bag?
It's not just a bag. It's Prada.
That's right, you guys. Welcome back to Somewhere's Prada, where the drama is always designer and the stories are forever iconic. And let's just dive into the video right now, because you're probably wondering, Prada, what is this? What is this? And you know, I teased it a little bit a couple months ago when I dropped the trailer back in May. And a little behind the scenes on that is that I created the trailer before I even started working on the movie. I know, call me crazy. Like all of the press that I did for the movie, everything, the Salani Weekly photo shoot, everything that I had released, I did that before I even started making the movie. Crazy, I know, but for me, coming up with a visual first of how I think I would want something, especially a passion project, I have to like have some type of visuals. And I was like, wait, I need to do a trailer. I need to do the actors and I need to get everything planned out so I can visually see as I'm creating the movie. I can make sure that it's in tune with what I envision it to be from the start. So yeah, a little behind the scenes on that. The trailer was done before the movie, but the movie is not even done. But we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. So yeah, many of you are new here. And like I said, welcome, baby. The drama over here is always designer and the stories are always going to be iconic. And this story is going to be very iconic because I'm super excited. You guys don't have no idea how excited I am. I started this back in May. Now, let's just calculate. I dropped the trailer May 9th. And I think a couple of days or a day after I started working on the film. Well, you guys probably know me from TikTok, from a viral video of how my actors just take over my fucking life, it seems. But no, and that video is almost at 1 million views, which is crazy. But because of that video, I got thousands of messages about the actors. It needs to be a series. It needs to be, where is the information? And I'm like, girl, I'm on season like 5. It's on Patreon, but they wanted it in video format as well. And they want a Let's Play and they want everything. And so when that was going on, I was like, I need to capitalize on this. And so I just started posting nonstop actor content. But because I posted that, which I'm happy I did, because I was able to grow an audience and a fan base for that family and that content, which is great because you guys always look forward to actor content. And so because of that, I had to put my movie on pause. And now I feel like I'm back in a space where I just want to get back to it. But before I really get back into filming and things like that, I want to give you guys a little behind the scenes of some of the sets and things and maybe like the characters that I have. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Okay, so yeah, I did have to sacrifice for the greater good. Because honestly, if I didn't build the audience, who's gonna be watching the series when it drop? No, but anyway, but first, many of you are probably wondering, what the heck is Moonlight Whispers? What is this? I've never heard of this book. Well, you guys know I'm a very complex sim player. We're not playing the same game most of the time. A lot of people like to say that, but you know, sometimes it's true. And I make like authors in my game, painters, musicians and things. And so one of my author sims is Penelope Northwood, and she came out with a fiction book called The Moonlight Whispers. And honestly, I finished all 6. It's actually going to be 6 books. I don't know if I said this publicly, so if you're watching this video, then you know. It's going to be 6 books total. I remember when I first created it, I just went ahead and just created all of them at the same time. But when I dropped the first book, I totally forgot all about it. And it wasn't until a year later I end up dropping the CC for the second book. And that's what made me think of, oh, wait, I need to make this like a movie series, you know, heavily inspired by Harry Potter and the whole series and the phenomenon of that. So I wanted that in my game as well. So yeah, Moonlight Whisper series is not a real book, but it's a real book in my game lore. And many of you have downloaded it, and I did a whole like book release. It was so cool. But yeah, that's Penelope. She's a lesbian, by the way, so it's very diverse over here. But yeah, so I do stuff like this. So now I'm gonna make a movie adaptation to the book that is in my game. Okay, so we're gonna start off the first set. Of course, it's gonna be at Acker Studios. I mean, hello. Of course, we're gonna build some sets here. But in the first set, you're probably gonna remember it from the trailer where you see Max waking up. Max is one of the lead characters I forgot to mention. Let's mention Max, you guys. I totally forgot to mention Max and Nori Parker. They are the 2 main characters of the movie. They're siblings. But yeah, in the trailer, you see him waking up at his desk. This will be one of the classrooms scenes in the movie. And I just like how it just shows like futuristic, but also a little bit not on the best side. Maybe this school is closing down with the government. Who knows? I don't know. But I just like that little detail with the cracks in the wall. But over here, and as you can see, we have Autumn TV show. But stage 6 is where you see his bedroom. This is one of my favorite rooms that I created and sets that I created in this movie. Like, it just has so much character. It can tell you so much about who Max is just by his room. I mean, hello. I also love how I did like the little backdrop for the outside view, so it can make it seem like it's like a real window when you know, move certain areas in the room. But if you notice the detail, hello, the book, the poster of the first book, Moonlight Whispers, that is the poster. I love that little subtle detail. So if you're watching the movie, you're probably most likely gonna see it. And now you're gonna notice it. So that is like a little, you know, a little sneak into what they call it. I forgot what they call that. Easter egg. Of course, it's called an Easter egg. I had to pause and Google to figure out what it means when you see hidden messages like in movies and stuff. So, but yeah, I just like a little nod to the book and the author having the poster and the cover of the book on the wall. Like, you know, if you know, you know. And over here, it is a room of Max's mom. She is a nurse, and I needed a set for that. But yeah, I feel like, you know, this movie might win an Oscar for like set design. Because I absolutely love it. I love all the details. I love the character that it builds with Max, and you're gonna see a lot of this room in the movie, so I cannot wait. But I think we might need to head over to the next lot that I want to show you guys, and probably the final lot. It's many other ones, but I don't want to spoil too much for you guys. So yeah, let's head on over to that one. Now, this is where things really got real because I was like, oh yeah, when I want to create a set, I really want to create a set. And this is probably my favorite set of them all. You're gonna know about this location in the movie, of course, but I'm not gonna spill too much. But look at the look, I girl, like I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say. Like this huge field. Is it wheat? Yeah, I think it's wheat. And with the clock tower and the clouds, like I made the clouds. Like it's just soak it in, soak it in. Like see like the individual clouds. I needed that background because when you're shooting in The Sims, sometimes it's the background of the world, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I don't like it. So when I did it this way, any area that I was shooting at, it would move like the clouds kind of like would move with it, as you can see, like when I move certain different directions, you know, it is appear as if it's moving. Like that's what I really really like about it. And I'm probably gonna show you like a good example like right now. See, like even though like I'm moving and the clouds are still, it just gives like the clouds like that extra like, oh, is it moving? No, we're just getting closer to it. So it just gets that like depth of field vibe that I wanted. And uh creating this was so much fun. Like this is when I was like really deep into creating all the scenes and getting everything recorded. And I'm really big on creating like a set to make it really feel like a set. So when I have the actors on the lot, I really want them to feel like they're acting, you know. I really want them to feel like they're in the mood of the character that they're playing. And so I just had to have like the trailers and the cameras and the things, and I just love it. This was definitely like one of those lots where I had to plan because I created like, you know, certain CC for it. But no, it turned out just exactly what I wanted. Exactly. And I have like different backgrounds to choose from. Um with the clouds, this is another background for like another scene, well, another set in the movie. Not gonna show you that this as well, but oh no, it was fun. Like creating this movie is so much fun. I would give like any advice to anybody making machinimas or movies or whatever in the sense for like girls, kudos to y'all because it's not easy work. It is a lot of work. But if you are someone that's looking into getting into creating a sim movie, girl, like be inspired from your favorite movies, see how they create their sets and how they shoot their angles, and that will help a lot. So but yeah, this is a scene, a behind the scenes of a clip. I have so many clips, you guys, but this is how I was making I needed this robot to be on a green screen because they're going to be photoshopped onto something else, but I'm not going to give too much away. But we're gonna love him in the movie, okay? We love Lyric. This is Lyric. Lyric does stand for something, but I cannot give you the what Lyric stands for at the moment. But no, like creating this film has been such a joy, and I cannot wait to continue to finish it. But that concludes the behind the scenes of the Moonlight Whispers, the Enchanted Groove. Listen, it's gonna come. I decided to give myself grace and time. Initially, I wanted this done at the end of June. And then I was like, no. The thing that happened with TikTok, I was like, oh, I haven't been working on it. What? Like, I can't finish this quick and I don't want to rush anything. And I feel like you don't have to rush nothing either. So I'm just going to take my time with it. I'm not going to put out a date. I'm not gonna put out a date, but I'm gonna say soon because I do plan on filming a lot of the content next month. I just want to focus on that. And yeah, but I do want to give you guys a little treat. Yes, I want to show you the first like 2 minutes of the movie. I have a lot of the movie done. I would say I'm like right before halfway. Like I still need to get the half of the movie, and I'm not there yet. But we are building the characters right now, and so that's what I'm doing. But I do have a 2-minute sneak peek for you guys of the first 2 minutes of the movie, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Leave a comment if you guys really want this to come out sooner. Let me know. Like, y'all was really loud about the Ackers, and what did I do? I delivered for you guys. I gave you nothing but Acker content. And so if this is something that you guys are really going to be interested in, be loud and proud in the comments. Let me know. But until then, enjoy the sneak peek, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.
What is this? Where am I?
Max, I've been calling you. Breakfast is ready.
Alice left early. Breakfast on the table.
What a
Love
weird
you.
dream.